So we are going to start a JavaScript. So this is Srikanth. We are starting JavaScript scripting programming language in depthly, end to end. We are going to cover. So first we are going to theoretical and practical. Then after we are going to do project, right? So first one, what is a JavaScript? So before that, you can mind it that Java and JavaScript both are different. Java and JavaScript both are different. You mind that. So JavaScript is totally independent from Java and has nothing in common with Java. So two things you minded, that JavaScript is totally independent when we compared with the Java. So Java is different and JavaScript is different. And one more thing is also you minded that JavaScript doesn't nothing in common with Java. So it doesn't having even one library, even one statement. When we compared with Java, both are different. So JavaScript is it's launched 25 years ago. It is the oldest language, but even also it trends now. So JavaScript can be support for client side and database side and backend side. The various areas JavaScript can do the very key role. The latest frameworks like React.js, Vue.js and frameworks like Angular, these all are fundamentally they depend with the JavaScript. If you know the JavaScript, definitely you will be survive on that areas. So 14, one more thing is also there. The JavaScript is having over 14 lakh libraries. So 14 lakhs plus libraries it having. That means huge library support is available JavaScript, right? So first, what is JavaScript? JavaScript is the world's most popular and flexible programming language. The JavaScript is the world's most popular and flexible programming language of the web, mainly used for manipulating the elements. It is used for manipulating the element. What type of manipulate it can be do? Web pages, web HTML tag content. The tags are nothing but elements. JavaScript is a lightweight object-oriented programming language, and it is an interpreted programming language and just-in-time compiled programming language. The first one, it is object-oriented programming language and it is interpreted, and one more is that just-in-time compiled programming language. So JavaScript is a lightweight and interpreted and just-in-time compiled programming language. So what is mean by interpreted? What it does the interpreted? So the responsible for this interpreted is nothing but JavaScript code, the line by line. It is responsible for translating the JavaScript code line by line. It is translating. So next one, just-in-time, JIT compiled programming language, just-in-time compiled programming language. It can translate the JavaScript code cross-platform programs. Means that so JavaScript native to every browser and device. So our JavaScript code can be support one browser to other browser with the help of JIT only. Without JIT, it is not possible. So JavaScript is used to create interactive web pages. With the help of JavaScript, what we do? Interactive web pages. JavaScript can do interactive web pages. Why we are using JavaScript? The first one is client-side validations. Client-side validation like a form validations, and dynamic drop-down menus and displaying a date and time and pop-up windows and dialog boxes, alert and dialog boxes, confirm boxes like a prompt boxes. Means that just hear that. So client-side validation and dynamic drop-down menus, and that one more is that so we can display time and date. Based on this time and date, we can fix our functionalities. So with the help of that, we can design pop-up windows and dialog boxes, not like a alert and confirm and prompt boxes. Means that everyone knows that the one window having only one button, OK button, that is nothing but alert button, and if in case it having OK and cancel, then it is nothing but confirm. You may confirm. And prompt button is nothing but it containing one of the input box. This is the only difference. And the future we design these boxes, right? These dialog boxes. JavaScript can be used to client side development as well as server side development. How it can possible? So already we are having Node.js. It is in a JavaScript framework. JavaScript. With the help of that, we can do the JavaScript works, backend service also, like a file validation, and JavaScript several programming approaches like prototyping and file validation and prototyping and HTTP requests. The plenty of works like file management we can easily do, and HTTP request. So we can do lot of work with a Node.js. With the help of JavaScript, we can do backend work also, web page backend work. The JavaScript supports several programming approaches. It is a prototype-based single-thread dynamic language that supports the functional programming and structural programming. So JavaScript can do. It is not only object-oriented. It can be works like a structure. It can be works like a structure, and it can be works like a functional. It can be worked for structural programming language and object-oriented programming language and functional programming language. 3 benefits. 1, 2, 3. With the help of this JavaScript, we can do 3 types of works. So JavaScript can change the HTML content. How it can be changed? With the help of get element by ID. In a future, you may learn this one. With the help of ID, get element by ID. We can write ID name and inner HTML. So we may write what for content we want to modify, right? Document.getElement by ID. So with this code we can do some manipulation work, right? One thing you mind it can be do with HTML client side work. It can be do with HTML client side work, and server side with the Node.js, and database side MongoDB, and animations also it would be supports animations with the Flash. So with the one programming language is support for client side, it supports for server side, and it support for database, and it support for animation. So with the help of JavaScript we do this work. What we learn in this one, what is JavaScript? Just I will rewind. So it is an object-oriented programming language, and it can be structural and functional. It is object-oriented, but it works like a structure and functional, and it is an interpreted programming language. Means that line by line code will be compiled, and it can be JIT. It having JIT compile programming language feature means that it would be convert our code to one browser to another browser. It translate our code. And what are the features of our JavaScript? It can be do the client side validation like a form validations, and it is a dynamic drop down menus. It will be created and display date and time. With the help of this date and time, we can design our web page with a particular time it available and particular time it is a disable. So based on login and logout time is also with the time and date objects. It is the most helpful that time, right? Pop-up windows we may create, and dialog boxes we may create. If in case one window, the pop-up window having only OK button, that is nothing but alert button, and it having OK and cancel button, and there is no text box, then we call it a confirm. And if in case it having 3 text field and cancel button and OK button, then we consider as this a prompt button. And with the help of this JavaScript, we may work with a client side. With HTML we work with the client side, and with Node.js we work with the server side, and with the help of MongoDB we work with a database, and with a Flash we work with animation. So with one JavaScript we may a perfect full stack developer. If you learn this JavaScript purely perfectly, then you will become a full stack developer, right? It's the most trending right now, and it having a different versions like ECMAScript. Different are there. In a further lectures we discuss that what is ECMAScript and what are the versions are available, and how it grow up, and current version like that we learn in further lectures, right? Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.